Hi there, it's Lavender Sky Panther, and well, here we go for another reading on November 13th, 2023, a Monday. I didn't plan on doing one today at all. Actually, I was going to take a break a couple days, and then suddenly something just said, go ahead and put a little spread down. And the words that came to me were just make it short and sweet. So that's what I'm going to do. And a great deck to do that with, at least for me right now, feeling the energies with it, is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle deck. It just is pretty straightforward and is pretty simple to read, at least for me, compared to some other decks. So we're going to do a spread like I've done in the past. It's just kind of very straightforward. I've got, what do I have? 5 cards here. So we're going to start off with past, recent, or actually it could be farther distant, but we'll just say for convenience sake, past energies, present or current energies, future energies, undercurrent or underlying energies, and overall over encompassing or overarching energies. And we're going to get right into it. Now, I did also just sprinkle some little tumbled crystals about. They were given to me as a gift in this little beautiful little pink organza bag. Something just said to sprinkle those through. And if I feel like it, if they call to me, I'll touch on them as well in relation to the card that they might be lying near. But anyway, let's get into it. So friendships and our friendship, sorry. And just pan down. We have a beautiful park setting or like a woodland / park setting with waterfalls in the back. The sun is shining. Look at everybody's illuminated. It's beautiful. They're having like a little tea party. And even the manatee or sea cow and the little Merchild are having a tea party down there. And it says, make a date for a play day with one or more friends. So maybe you have had literally, time out and about with friends, friend or friends. Maybe it's just been a beautiful golden time where you get lost in hours of conversation with a friend, or down here where there's no conversation needed, just sharing time and feeling each other's, nice energies and having a beautiful day. So maybe your life has been filled with this, or this just represents a golden time in your life where it seems like you've had friends and, maybe if you want them around, beautiful children running in and out and a relationship. She's looking off. There's, I think, a man coming with some kind of delivery, whatever, or just carrying some things through the park. But anyway, the point is, I just get a feeling that it's just a happy time, maybe a little bit of activity, maybe some hustle and bustle of people and friends in your life running about, coming and going. And that's the past energies. But I feel that, and again, this is one general reading, and for today, we're not picking a card, and this may or may not apply to you. So you might want to watch anyway, because maybe in a certain card, we take things in a different direction, and it does apply or click with you. But anyway, this is going to be very specific examples. So the feeling I'm getting is, just an idyllic day, sun is shining, just a beautiful golden moment in your life. And then something happens. I'm going to look at this dark stone. So these stones can be stones of protection when they're black. They usually don't resonate with me. Some do, like black lava for grounding. But in this particular case, this stone is reminding me that everything was sunny and light and golden, and even the stone was capturing the warmth, and you could like put it to your cheek and just feel that warmth, or hold it to your heart and feel that warm, fuzzy time. But then we come across a darker one that signals maybe some slightly darker times ahead. So maybe you've had a shift, almost it could have been an abrupt break or something more gradual, because here we've kind of got gray. So it could have been more neutral, gradually shifting, or it was a harsh, separation between these two. Then you get into a point of self-forgiveness. We have this beautiful mermaid is, combing her hair, taking care of herself, but in a very, it seems a darker time, a self, introspective time. If this were the tarot card, it'd be like a hermit, just pulling away, from all of this. She's in yet a very different place. And it says, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And that's so true. We need times, maybe there was this break in your life right now, or it just seems like the momentum of that totally stopped. Maybe it's not so serious like this. Maybe it's just like you don't know where all your friends are. There's nobody around and you're just feeling a little bit blue. Or you could be really in it if you've had a recent separation or divorce or death in the family that was, was close to you, that really was impactful and changed your life. Well, this is just showing really do self-forgiveness. In any of those cases, you might question or second guess your actions or how you were feeling. And this is a reminder just to stop that. We come here, in my mind, perfect, according to my understanding and knowing. We do come here perfect because we are the God spark within, and we're just going through experiences. We did come here designed to go through different things where we might have said something we didn't really intend to. Although my thinking on that and experience with that is nothing can physically come out of your mouth unless it's meant to. I don't know if you've done this or experienced this. I have, where you're talking with somebody and all of a sudden something flies out of your mouth that hurt the other person, and you did not even mean for it to come out. It just came out regardless of your own power almost. And then you're stuck mystified. You see that their feelings got, their feathers got ruffled, and you go off going, what the heck was that? I didn't mean to hurt them with words. Like, how did those even come out? Sometimes God uses us as the vehicle, to be there in that presence, in that space and time with that person, to be the one to voice what they need to hear. You're acting as their mirror, reflecting to them what they need in that moment. And they needed that little ding or zing at that time to get them to start questioning things and moving them on the right path in their life. So if that ever happens to you, really forgive yourself, because that was just God working through you. That was not your intention, to hurt somebody else. That's just one very specific example. And say other words happened and just in the day-to-day and drama of life, and maybe that led into a separation or something. Again, forgive yourself, because even then, each of you involved could not have said those things if it weren't to further push you in a certain direction. And after some of those things happen, conflicts and adversities, there's time you got to sit off on your own and self-reflect. And then, but make sure as a part of that, you don't stay there forever. The sun is behind her, illuminating her, calling her to come back out into the sun. There's a time for darkness, but just move through it, cry through it, let it flow through you, experience it so it's not bottled up inside manifesting as illness, but then let it flow through like this water, let it flow through you, around you, and then, move back into the sun as quickly as you can. You may have to float back there. You may be able to swim over there. You may have to go underwater to get back over there, but always head back toward the light. And it's where you're naturally going to gravitate to anyway. But don't spend too much time down in here, because if you do, you start attracting a lot of things you don't want to have attracted to you. They can also be negative entities that can even attach within you. And then you wonder why you feel sick, for a very long time. It's because you have a literal negative spirit energy that, attaches itself within you. So, break away from all of that. Try to just let it flow through. Get to self-forgiveness as quickly as you can, knowing that we can never get it wrong, even if it feels like it. It's impossible. We're the God spark within that is pure in its purest form and can never be, altered, diminished, or tarnished. And the outside version of us, we're just going through life the best we can. So are all the other ones around you, even if it doesn't look like it. Everyone's getting through this life as best we can. So that means forgive yourself to the highest degree. Drop it like a hot potato as quick as you can. If you can't for some reason, don't beat up on yourself, but love yourself all the way through it. Don't forget to take a shower. Don't forget to bathe. Make sure you take good care of yourself through this process, okay? And it is a process. We all go through it at one time or another. Now, let's move on to future energies, and we have divine magic. And see, already now our stone is turning light again and more positive, almost like this moon here shining. And see, she has the illumination behind her head over here. And it's just, a reminder that if she can, move through the darkness and get back into the light even just a little bit, then the divine magic can start to flow through. And it says extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Well, I'm not a fan of the word expect. Expect and expectations, even the word from a, what I want to say, like a literary point of view or grammatical point of view, sounds very harsh. Expect, right? It's a very harsh sounding word. So I would just say, welcome miracles. Welcome, if you break up that word, is welcome, like come in, wellness. Welcome miracles, embrace miracles, or the idea that they exist and can be there for you, and then they can come in. And now look, she's a little hesitant, like she's probably a little shocked, because this looks like maybe like a fairy, from the interior, like way deep inland, like in a rainforest with like the rainbow wings, almost like parrot wings, or she could be like a goddess from Olympus type of imagery. But the point is, she's like in total shock. This thing came, from a totally different place that she's used to. So she's in a state of disbelief, and she's kind of hesitant. Like she didn't, thrust that hand out, extended that her arm to totally touch and receive this fairy. She's kind of like, ooh, do I dare touch it? And so anyway, if we really welcome the magical, then it can come in an even bigger way. And so she's just at the baby steps of even believing that it's possible. And that's the first thing. Just believe it's possible. Welcome the idea of it. If you can't say, I welcome it with confidence in your life, maybe your state, well, I don't even know if that is, believable or true. Just get to that state of, well, I welcome the possibility. Yeah. And then I welcome it. And then, hey, welcome miracles, come on in, right? And the more you can build up and crescendo into that state of being and feeling, then the divine magic is just going to spring up all over you. Or it was always, always there, but you'll be given the new vision to see it everywhere and feel it everywhere you go. All right, now we're going to go to the undercurrent or underlying energies, and we have waves of prosperity. Literally, the undercurrent of this is prosperity. So she's holding, it looks like I can't tell for sure, conch shell. And it's almost like, if you've held a conch shell, you can hold it to your ear and hear the ocean, it's said, right? Even if you're on land, it has kind of that effect. But you can also blow it like a horn or trumpet. So she's got so much prosperity. She's just bathing in the golden sunshine. She's just bathing in the prosperity of it all. But if she were really ramped up extra excitement, the next level is she would just be blowing that conch shell like, a victory, like a heralding trumpet, like just so excited. She's got beautiful color tones in here. Again, you just feel basking in the sunshine, basking in that glow of success and prosperity. And it says, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Yeah, she's just bathing in the light. And it's funny because it doesn't even matter what the specific opportunity is. Like here she's holding a conch shell, and maybe that has some, value in this mermaid world, angel mermaid world, apparently. But whatever the case, it almost doesn't even matter. It's just like a prop. Like she just knows that she is the prosperity, right? So if you can get into the feeling of you are the gift and you are prosperous, then everything else is added unto you, right? So that's all I'm getting for there. Now let's go up to the overarching or over-encompassing, all-encompassing energies. And we have dream big. Now when I sprinkle these little stones about, they're all strewn about here, this little crescent moon came out on its own, and that is actually a labradorite. So I kind of like the way it goes in with the rocks, but as you know, if you know labradorite, I'll pick it up in a second. Let me try this. Okay. It can look like just a ordinary gray, stone, nothing, too exciting. But when you put it in the right light, sorry, it's not focusing, you get that flash and that beautiful iridescence. So we'll put that back in here. So anyway, I just like the way it kind of fell down into our landscape and seems very much a part of it. All right, so anyway, this says dream big. Now, the picture doesn't really seem to, for me, match the overall card. But anyway, let's finish it off. We have dream big, and then we have let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Okay, so I guess to me it was a little bit of a melancholy vibe at first, but I guess no, she's just deep in dreaming, kind of oblivious to everything. She can be because she's in this secluded little cove. She doesn't have to worry about big predators, coming after her. So she really can just tune out. So, and not worry about anything around her. So, then on top of it, it's like, okay, let go of small thoughts about yourself. So the other side of this could be, well, she's in this alcove and she's playing it small, keeping it small. She's kind of staying within a comfort zone. We've got this whole vast, expansive ocean behind her. And, she could be dreaming big, but with her eyes open, dreaming awake, right? There's dreaming when you're asleep, but there's dreaming when you're awake, almost like, what do we call it? Daydreaming. And she's not seeing herself swimming and jumping and dancing on the waves out in there in this big ocean, limitless and laughing. She's kind of more introspective. Okay, I'm dreaming, seems very small. So anyway, little message here is to dream big, welcome, not expect miracles, but welcome miracles. And maybe consider how you're dreaming, if you're just closing your eyes in a more, not depressed, but, kind of down, state of mind. And you just, go to sleep, but with like what I want to say, sorry, this is a roundabout way of getting to it. Say you're not in the best of moods and you go to sleep and you're just like, I do want to dream of good things, but your overall energy is a little down. That's what I'm feeling, kind of sunken, slumped down. Before you go to bed, try to build yourself up into a state of feeling at least a little bit better. Look at something that makes you laugh. Even if you have to go, I don't really love to recommend electronics, but, even if you go on YouTube and look up some funny videos. I just saw one of a dog playing a piano and howling to it, just silly, stupid stuff. Maybe look at something mindless, but, cute with Animal World, or, just something that makes you smile. Just to elevate that little mood a little bit more if you were tired and had a long day and are slumped down, but still want to shift your energies and dream big somehow. Just kind of getting a little bit more of a lighthearted mood, or, at least do maybe aromatherapy, or, if you're going to shower, use something like nice smelling fragrance that you like. Maybe even if you want to dream of going on a vacation, for example, if you don't live already like in an island location, say you want to dream of going to a beautiful shore with the coconut palms swaying in the breeze and you hear the palm fronds blowing and your sun is on your face. Well, then, even if you're in a harsh winter climate at the moment, get yourself some coconut scented shampoo or conditioner and wash yourself with it. Close your eyes and really connect in and feel like you are in that place. So that's another example of dreaming awake. In the shower, and especially if you combine aromatherapy, it's amazing to transport yourself there, right? And then the more you can get into that state, then maybe some of those dreams will actually, flow into your life, right? So anyway, I think that's it for now. I will do, I think I'll pull one bonus card here from this deck, and I'll do a new way, just going to drop them around. And because this is the deck that does not really spread around easily. It's very clingy. And here we go. It's kind of what we were just talking about, looks like. And this one is relaxation promotes healing. And look at that beautiful little quote-unquote coincidence, which is not a coincidence if I can do this. Sorry, when I look through the viewfinder and try to do things, it gets a little tricky. All right, so we have a lapis lazuli pendulum. At least I think that's what it is. I don't think that's blue quartz, but take it or leave it, whatever you think it is. That might be a message for you to look up healing properties or properties of spiritual symbolisms of lapis lazuli or blue quartz. Okay, I think it's lapis lazuli though. And actually there's a little piece of amazonite next to it, so that also might be your little challenge for the day. A good one, a little kind of, what I want to say, a little treasure hunt kind of search, talking about mermaids and their connection with like the treasure chest and things beneath. Yeah, look up lapis lazuli or blue quartz and amazonite. All right, so relaxation promotes healing, and we have actually also beautiful blue, popping up in here again, and in the wings. And maybe you just want to wear something blue to connect in with that energy. But yeah, look at that relaxation. You might want to go outside and actually, hopefully you're in an area where it's windy. Where I'm at, we used to have breezes every day. In the last 6 plus 7, 8 years, the winds just stopped being regular. Something definitely has changed. But anyway, all that to say, get closer maybe if you can to a shore or out in a field where you know it's breezy. And this is just an invitation to maybe close your eyes and let that breeze pass over through, through kind of almost through you and pass over you, and just kind of help put you into a little bit of a sleepy, dreamy state. Maybe close or squint your eyes and just concentrate on that wind coming through. Meditation usually involves focusing on the breath too until you get into that state. Maybe in this case, let nature's breath, breathe over you and feel into that, and just get lighter and, feel lighter inside and just completely relax. It's almost too like if you have a hammock or like hammocks and can use one right now, it almost looks like, she's kind of in that state too, where you would just sway in the hammock. Something very much connected with the breeze and with wind in this card and the imagery of it. Okay, well, that's it for now. I wish all of you tremendous peace and love. Lavender Sky Panther. Bye.